Hey guys, today we're going to do a windshield repair video on a 2017 Mercedes-Benz GLE 350. So I noticed the other day that I did have a chip, like I guess one bigger chip and two minor chips. Did some research online and supposedly this will do its job. So I think there's two main types of windshield repair kits. One that uses vacuum and then pressure to force the resin into the crack itself. Another one that just uses probably just physical force, I'm going to guess. The one that uses physical force has like a dedicated kind of like a tripod on it, and you just squeeze it and you keep turning I guess the upper and lower parts of the tripod in, and it somehow forces it in there. So the key of that one, it's good and they could do multiple tries, but I think I like the vacuum idea, using air pressure to force the resin into the crack. I think that's a better repair in my opinion. The con is that it's only one-time use, so this will only be one time. This cannot be reused. If you have extra resin, too bad. I mean, unless you have a way to like keep it from drying, you probably have to buy another kit the next time you get a chip. So hopefully you guys don't get chips that often. But anyways, they're all pretty similar, but I chose this one. This one had better reviews on Amazon, and the packaging looks amazing, clear instructions. But essentially you're looking for ones that have two notches, a upper and lower notch, which sets the vacuum and then the pressure settings accordingly. So what you get in here, cut it open already, but let's go and take a look, see what is inside here. There's detailed instructions. I already read it, so we're not going to go through it, and besides, you have my video, so you don't need to read instructions. Although highly recommended. So what you have here is you have the nozzle itself, and as you can see here, there's a upper and lower notch, denoting the vacuum and pressure settings respectively. There's also a little pin that kind of secures the notch in there. So how it is, you pull it out and you turn it, and then the notch basically goes into this pin here, and it secures that. Okay, there's a syringe. There's the actual sticky pad for the base, two-sided. One side sticks onto the glass, the other side sticks onto the base. So here, this is the razor. The base is over here. As you can see, I have a brown base. Depending which one you get, you guys might get different colors. It does not matter, as long as the shape is good. Kind of like a witch's hat. Here, this is the base. Oops. Finally, you get the resin, you get a razor, you get a little pin to scrape out the, I guess, a piece of the grass, loose grass that might have been there. I don't think I had an issue, but I'm going to scrape it anyways. So, alright, let's get started. Okay guys, so you can see here, my crack is front and center, right there. Went ahead and already wiped that area down with just a glass cleaner and a soft microfiber cloth, as you can see here. Already wiped it clean. I'm going to use a push pin that's provided to go ahead and clean out that crack. So make sure when you guys do it, don't push in too much. I mean, you're going to probably propagate the crack more. It's really just to pick out any loose glass. I don't have any, but let's give it a try. Yeah, I am not feeling or seeing any loose glass. Cool. Alright, let's go down and wipe away if there's any glass particles at all. I don't think there are. Okay. So, the first step is take your adhesive tab. There's both side adhesive. Doesn't really matter which way you start, but it's probably easier, since it's not on a glass yet, to take out the grain backing first. Mine's green, yours is red, whatever color it is, and then leave the tab that's sticking out up, right? So that way when you're peeling it off, it's easier to just go here, since the this wax paper is longer. You'll see what I mean. So See here? It's gonna then peel it away. That's pretty sticky. All right. Okay, as you can see, now as the sticky side is exposed, go ahead and gonna put it on with the tab up. So tab up with the crack front and center. Cool. Could probably do a better job, but no, this is good enough. All right, make sure it's well adhered to that surface. Okay. Now, the next step after that is peel the the top side of the backing and go in and mount the pedestal, or the base, as I like to call it. There we go. Make sure it aligns well. Perfect. All right. Push some force on the pedestal itself to make sure you have good adherence. Glass. That's good. This is important actually, because when you're using pressure to push in the resin, none can leak out. All right, cool. Okay. Now let's get our resin out. So see here, to cut the tip off of the resin about 1/8 of an inch to open it. So 1/8 of an inch, all right. It's like I misspoke earlier. You're gonna have to cut it so it's open at the fatter part of the base. So cut the complete skinny part of that tip off, and you'll have it exposed, but 45 degrees. So now we just make sure we put the adhesive. That's coming out. Okay, good. Now it's coming out. So let's say exactly how much resin to squeeze in here, but I reckon a few drops should be enough, depending, for my case that is. Okay, that's good. Let's put the back cap back on it. Okay, now we start in the fun part. We first we gotta Alright, let's do the vacuum part. So let's see what we have here. Make sure the plunger is fully depressed. Go ahead and stick it in there, like so. Alright, now we activate the vacuum. Pull it up. Keep pulling it up. It's definitely a strong vacuum, actually. Wow, I'm impressed. Takes some force, actually. All right, make sure you're at the top position and you turn it. Oops, it went down. There you go. All right, so now you have vacuum. Hopefully you guys can see what I did. You have to turn the plunger so the notch hits that retaining the bar on the clip, like so. And we go ahead and make sure it's just like that for about 10 minutes. Alright, check back for you guys later. Alright, I'd like to now sit for, let's say 15 minutes. It's good to note that the longer you wait, probably the better it is. The goal of this step is to make sure that you get all the air out of the crack. Just tap it around, like so, to get those trapped air bubbles out. Okay, so now it's another fun part. Now we go to the step where we actually push the resin into that crack. So to do that, first we gotta load the syringe. Have air go into this pedestal, right? So how you do that? Go ahead and just lift it up. Okay, you heard that sound. So now air is now in the pedestal now. So now we go ahead and put it back in. So now we pressurize. So how do we do that? Go ahead and push into the top notch. There we go, that was easier. And now we just let this sit, really. Instructions say let it sit for 20 minutes. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. All right, check back for you guys later. Guys, now it's been a little more than 20 minutes. I'm pretty sure that the chip itself most likely been filled in. I looked on it on the other side. It looks really good, actually. So and now we go to the process of actually picking out the pedestal and placing the UV curing strip on here. Let's get started. First thing we do is we take out the syringe. Let's go ahead and just lift it up like so. And next we go ahead and lift up the tab. Actually, what we could do also is so we could also force it in just a little bit more. Give it a little pressure to fill out any additional gaps. I actually can't push it in too much, so I think we're good actually. Alright, go ahead and take this guy out. Before we take it out, keep in mind that there's probably going to be quite a bit of adhesive that's going to spill out. So how we're going to prevent that is we have some painter's tape, and I highly recommend painter's tape because it's not going to leave any residue when you take the paint out. But it's gonna go like this and just bend it up a little bit, 90 degrees. There we go. So now actually, you know what? Let's move it closer. Yeah, less mess to deal with. Okay, just like that. All right. Slide your razor edge in there. This. Slowly work your way in there. It'll come up. Okay. Wow. Looks like it's pretty stuck on there. Pretty good. All right, got it. Just slowly work your razor in there. Just keep pulling. There you go. All right. I didn't get that much residue out. Not bad. I was expecting a pretty mess, but looks like we're good. Crack itself looks really good also. Like, I'm not seeing the line at all. Actually, I would expect to see at least a crack line where the fault was originally, but it looks pretty good. Just clean off the adhesive from pedestal. So now we just need to cure this thing. Typically what people would do is they'll probably dab an extra bit of adhesive onto this. I don't think I need to. I think my crack's not that big, so I'm just going to put it on. Like so. You can see that. Don't want it to slide. Make sure you squeegee out any bubbles. Making sure not to actually cut the piece of UV paper. There you go, get the bubble out. Here we are. Okay. So it's the winter time and the sun went down already. This is probably not going to cure right now, or it's going to take a while to cure. So I'll check back with you in a little bit when we peel off this UV paper. See how well we did. But it's looking good, you guys. All right. Guys, the sun is back out now and the resin is fully cured. As you can see, the bubble hardly moves in this area. Look at that, it's good and solid. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna remove the UV paper. So start by going around the edges to get the adhesive to somewhat loosen up, like so, just so enough that we can remove that piece off. There we go, pop right off. All right, I actually don't even see the crack anymore, to be honest. Now we just clean it up a little bit using the razor. Like so. And there you have it. I'm gonna have a final shot of the finished repair in a little bit, as soon as I clean this up a little bit more. Well, there you have it. I sprayed a little windshield wiper fluid, scraped it off some more, and you can see there's maybe one little tiny chip there. I mean, I can barely feel it, but looks like this kit did a really good job, you guys. So that's it, man. All right. Well, I hope this repair goes as good for you as it did for me. I see some other chips I have, so I'm gonna try to fix those as well. But all right, you guys have a good one.